So, hello again, guys. I hope this time the sound is good. I had to restart the streaming, sorry about that. So, let's go again. First of all, welcome to our streaming channel. I hope David will let me know if it's still too low, my sound, or whatsoever. So, first of all, what are we going to do today? Let me show you the awesome drawings David did. So, as you can see here, David is not a good in making drawings, but it explains a little bit what is going to be this final boss. It will be something. What you see on the left side is it's what will be on the left side of the screen. You will see later, and on the right, of course, on the right. The small part is the one we are gonna be shooting at first. Let me show you down the oops, sorry about that. Yeah, now scrolling down. Come on, it's not that difficult to do some scrolling. Finally, for me, yes, today. Now, so when we will be shooting at the enemy, the right side will be like opening. So, what? Let me show you a little bit. I already did like a small mock-up of this working. So this is Unity. Let's see here. Put this properly. So, you see the one in the right, the one is in the left. Let me show you the Visual Studio Code for this. Yes. As you can see, I've been working before. So, let me close everything so we don't get distracted. So, I've been doing a small mock-up, so really nasty code, just to make it work and show it to David to see if it was exactly what he needed. Let me show you how it's working right now. You can see left and right. Let me dodge these bullets. So when the enemy on the left is moving, you can see the armor around the enemy, so you cannot shoot. When it's not moving anymore, the armor is not there, so you can shoot it. And the right side is open, as you can see now. Okay. So, what we are going to try to do today is to divide all the steps on the left side, so we can program each of them separately. David is telling me it's too low, okay? Someone else in the chat, guys, do you think it's too low? Let me know if it is too low. Okay. Just let me know, guys, if it is too low. I can try to speak louder. So as I was saying, what we are going to try to do today is to divide all the steps that the left side's enemy boss is doing and to program each of them separately. So the first one, as you will see, let me show you again. It will be moving from outside the screen to the first attacking position here on the left. Okay. Then we'll be moving to the right position. We'll try to do this a bit faster than now. David complained.
Shield.
So I have disabled all the sounds, by the way, so it's not too annoying while I show you. So let's try to do first the first moving position. Let me show you the code. As you can see, I did a lot of nasty static things here, so just David can play a little bit. A lot of, let me show you down, like using list for fixed array size objects. What is, by the way, this is not good. So I was reading the other day, and it makes a lot of sense. If you have a fixed array size, don't use a list. Use an old-fashioned array, you know. remember this. In terms of performance, will be much better, and we'll do that later. So, first of all, let's think of the possible. So there is one moving in into the attacking position, and then they will be moving from left to right. There will be an attacking position. There will be an opening shields position. Array, yeah, array. Okay, let's create a small, well, I already did, a small enum of states. So what I did first? On the update, the first thing I check, because right now it's still not implemented, the spawner for this enemy. So I prefer to check if this enemy is active or not. Later on, when the final boss is finished, you will have, like any other enemy in Dimension Drive, a spawner. So we don't have the whole object loaded in memory and won't be moving all the time while the scene is moving. So here we are. As you can see, there is a lot of nasty code. Well, let's just let me find my way. Okay, so we won't be using this anymore. This is a moving object that we have created for the normal enemies or regular enemies. So there are other enemies doing multiple stops, but in this case it's not the same. So instead of reusing that code, it's a really simple code, so we will try to redo it again. So first of all, we say there's a moving in position, moving in, moving, move shield, wait for rotation, add shield. Okay, I think for now the first position, of course, as soon as the enemy gets enabled, will be moving in to the first attacking position, right? So moving in. Let me add this case. State not moving in. Okay. We'll create a function that we'll call it on just a second, guys. Sorry guys, I just got distracted. Someone was trying to join the chat with us. Moving in, we'll call this function. So I will do all the functions here, so you have them really easy to access. So we are using a library to make some of the movements that is called LinTwin. Let me just put you the link on the chat, so just in case someone. 1 second, guys. It's a library for Unity. I don't know if it's available for other platforms. Let me put it now in the chat. There you have it. That's the library we are using, and we will use to move the object. So this library basically what it does is it does a lot of modifications in the game objects, like rotating, scaling, moving. I don't know. It does a lot of things. So check it out on the link I just posted, guys, because it's a really cool library. It's really optimized, and the performance is top of the class. So actually, there are some other libraries in the market, but this is the best, or at least performance-wise, is the best. And for some simple movements, even some other more complicated, we are using this library. It's a tuning engine, as David says on the chat. So we are gonna move this enemy from outside, whatever David decides to put it on the screen. So outside of the where the player is, the vision field of the player, till the first attacking position. How do we know what is the first attacking position? I should actually start making this more. Let me remove all variables there. So I will let David have an input variable on Unity. Here, let me show you. Let me use only two now. We'll be moving from outside the screen, whatever position David decides in the level to put the enemy, to 100 pixels to the left and 150 pixels down in the screen. Okay, it's not, that doesn't mean that it's the position minus 100 minus 150. It means that whatever position David places the boss on the screen, that will be moving 100 to the left, 100 down. Let's do that. And as any other programmer, I will do some copy paste now. Let me check where I have the enemies move. I think I have it here. Basically, if I don't remember wrong. I don't remember by memory now. How is the link to move local? Here we are. Simple as that. So what we're gonna say is the first parameter of this move local function is the game object that we want to move. In our case, is myTransform.parent. Why? Because as you can see on the enemy hierarchy, we have an empty game object as a parent of everything, and then we have divided the left boss in different. So the code is actually here in this game object. So the one we really have to move is the one in the parent. Okay, because we want to move that object in different places in the screen. So everything below, like all the lasers and cool things that we will see later, are moving at the same time. So this path will be a really simple vector because it's only one position. Move 2, and that will be from positions. How do we call this variable? Positions, yeah. The first position. Okay. The speed, let's try 100. And why is complaining? Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. My bad. It's the game object, not the transform. Okay, my bad. Set orientation to path. Let's make it true. That's in case we want to really rotate the game object to the path it's following. Okay. Let me create a new state, what is called moving in, moving. Okay, yeah, let's call it moving. Yeah. And here yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. For the newcomers, we are trying to program a final enemy for Dimension Drive, but they will be doing some cool things in both screens at the same time. And right now we're trying to do the initial movement from outside what the players see on the screen till the final, to the first attacking position. That's what we're trying to do now. This will be changed, so, well, sorry. Moving, nothing to do, perfect. Okay, this is from the old code for the demo version. Let's remove it. Actually, let's remove it. Alright, okay. So, all moving in, and this will change it to state equals moving. Sorry, pause. State moving. Let me save this for later. This array. This is the kind of object that the Lintwin library gives you back to control, because you only have to call once. So if you want to move from any position to the minus 100 to the minus 150, but this is our case, minus 100 to the left, 150 down, we only call that function once. After that, we can have a timer, or we can have the describer, as we are gonna do. Let me show you. We save this. Okay, and in this state, if how was it? Sorry guys, let me check on the. I will check one thing on the documentation of Lintwin. Just a second. I'm not so sure now. You can give it a callback when it's done. No, unfortunately not. No. Okay. Okay, that is not possible then. Let's continue. I don't remember the method now to check when it's done. Complete. I think I can assign. Let me check. I'm not so sure if that private void on complete moving. If I can do that, that would be awesome. So we can forget about okay, let's put here the log dot log, so we are sure, and let's try this small piece of code we tried. And I'll explain you now, guys, what this does exactly. Okay, let's try it. Let's try this piece of code. Let's Compiling Unity now. Okay, so far so good. Of course. Why is complaining? Let me check. Transform. Initializing correctly. Let's stop it here and see why it doesn't like my code. That's the bucket. The bucket. Probably it's a stupid mistake I'm doing now. Here we are. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Game object. This is fine. No, this is not fine. Why it's not liking this piece of code? Let's see. If anyone sees what is the error, that probably is really naive right now. Let me know, guys, on the chat. So let this remove. Wait. Why? Correct. Okay. No, since was the setter oriented to. Okay. Okay. Nice to know. But it's not moving in the right direction. Okay. Yes. Sorry, guys. We have a complicated system of cameras in Dimension Drive. So actually, everything that the background is static, or more or less static, and the enemies are static till they have to move on the screen. So David is placing them in the level as far as he's designing the level, and as when the camera collider is reaching that point, so then we activate the enemy, and then the enemy starts to move. In our case, as you can see, let me show you here. The camera is moving on this part of the level. Let me remove this. The camera is moving, so the enemy goes away, as you can see. In order to avoid that, we have to parent this object to the camera, the scroll camera, basically. Let me show you. We have for each side camera an object that we call no scroll. So everything that we want to stay in the screen, together moving with the camera, we just put it as a child here and won't move. So we'll move with the camera. Sorry. So I completely forgot about that. And if we want our enemy to stay there, we'll have to parent it here. Just 1 second, because as usual I already did that piece of code. And maybe, sorry, my computer is dying now. Sorry guys. Sorry, the basic move. Here we are. For now, I will copy this function, but as soon as the streaming goes off, I will improve this, because I'm not a big fan of doing this too much. Okay. All the variables that you see above this are from the old implementation, so forget about them. They are all going out. Transform this. We save. Well, in this case, actually we don't need it, because either you die or the enemy dies, and if the enemy dies, we don't need to parent it again on the correct position, so we don't need to store the right position, so this can go like that. Let's side the enemies. Okay, that should do the trick. In the awake function, let me put it in the correct place. Stop enemy scroll. My transform dot parent dot game object. Oops, sorry guys. So let's see if this puts the enemy in the correct position. So now, as soon as the enemy crosses and becomes awake, it should be moved to this game object. Well, this should be already happened. Yeah, here we are. Okay. So now it's scrolling with the camera, and now we want to move it. Let me check. If not moving, okay. Why is not moving? Okay. Move to. Let me check on the documentation. Here we are. The move local, what it does exactly in a local space. Yeah, that will be exactly what we need. I think the music stops. Let me put it back again. Okay. I like this one. By the way, all the music is from Jose Mora and will be in game. Different levels and different parts of the game, but just to let you know. So, why is not moving? Let me open the... That's exactly what function we are using. Mode yet position, not this one, sorry. No, this is another okay. This is an optional time to complete. Oh, sorry guys. Of course, in the movie. Put 100 seconds. Sorry, my bad. Let's put 2 seconds and see now how it works. Let's go for it. That should be a bit faster. Compiling, just a second. Doesn't want to move. Okay, let me check this. My bad guys, my bad. In Dimension Drive, to use some external plugins for that the lead artist, Max Hyder, by the way, told us to use. We are using X as the usual coordinate system, but the moving forward is the Z axis, not the Y axis. So the Y axis will be the one looking to us. So long story short, it was more convenient for us, we did that way. And as I have here, as you can see, 2 vector, we need to change that to a 3 D vector. Just give me a second. My bad guys. Compile it here in Visual Studio first, will be faster to know if there are any errors. Okay. Apparently everything so far so good. So let's change it on the inspector now. This should go here. Okay. Let me remove the maximize on play so we can maximize it. So we can go to the scene and see what's going on with our object. But this not moving. For some strange reason, it's not moving. Moving in and okay, let me put this set it to yes, because of course, sorry. Now it's not let me show you what I was doing before, so you understand why it wasn't working. Become visible. Here, only when was crossing the top collider was getting active. I will do this now by default, so we can see it. But in the final game, of course, will be different because we have to wait till we cross the collider. Here. Let's go. Now it should be active. Moving, hopefully. That should be already in the position. Where is it? It's on the core layer, yes. Everything is on the correct layer, sorry guys. Let me maximize, maybe move out of the screen. check what's the final position. Why it's not being shown by the camera. Okay, sorry guys, so that. Let me check on the scene. Kind of. Sorry. Because I think it's also moving on the Y position, and that's a problem. Put a few seconds more so we can really check what's going on here. Yes, indeed. It's also moving the... Ah, okay. Okay. Easy fix for this. So basically, what we are doing is, from the local position, it's moving the whole object. As we put 0 on the y-axis, it's moving to 0, and it gets out of the camera wide of vision. So here now it should work. Let's check it out. The Y position should be fixed. Hopefully. Yeah. But no, we don't see it. Just a second, guys. Oh, sorry, my bad. All this coordinate system, sorry guys, I'm getting a bit lost. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember now why. Sorry guys. These objects are just here, so the boss actually, that you can see here. Let me show you in the scene. Sorry guys, I completely forgot about that. It's still not a 3D model. It's just something that our lead artist modeled in 2D quickly, so we can have as a placeholder. On the meantime, he's modeling the right 3D model. He just rotated the axis for this as a 2D sprite, and when the 3D object is here, we'll move on the Z and X axis, as I mentioned. But for this one, when I move it on the Z axis, I'm moving on the real Z axis, on the one that's looking for me. Sorry guys, it's a bit confusing, but that's why we are getting lost track of this. Just a second. Let me put it back. Then let's move this for now on the... This set, and here sorry guys, my computer is a bit slow. Let's put this here and this here. Okay. Now hopefully we should be moving on the right direction, to the right place. Probably was too far away. 50. I'm sorry. Minus 100, minus 50. That should be good enough. And here in the code, instead of 10 seconds, let's put 2 seconds. Because our lead of the designer, David, told me that the boss needs to be like pam pam pam. So let's try to make it pam 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 as he wishes. Let's see now if it's the what we are waiting for. Willing that it happens. Okay. Maybe it's a bit too much, too fast, too low. Let's make this 25. Of course, as soon as we finish this, then we need to tweak all these values and make it right. But for me, as far as it appears in the right position, it should be fine. Guys, someone gets talking about having lunch. We are almost having the. We are going to sleep. It's around 11 p.m. Yeah, 11 p.m. where we are right now. So now the boss is more or less where we expect it to be. Let's program the next state. So, summarizing. Sorry, we want to move it. On the XY axis to some input position relative to where we are at the moment where we start in 2 seconds, and we want to, when it's complete, to call this function what I just programmed here. So what we should do, okay, as I explained before, what we should do now is we get to the position, we remove the armor, but it will be an effect in the future, but right now we're just going to remove the objects and start shooting. So my next step is remove shield. So when we are here on complete moving, state equal boss state dot remove shield. And if I'm not mistaken, that should do the trick. And this armor that is outside our object should be removed. Yep, see there, it's removed. Okay, now it's time to shoot. State boss, remove shield. Change armor. Go through. What we do right now is go through all the objects and disable them. As I say, in the future this will be like a cool effect, shrinking the armor and then we'll start shooting. But that we'll do it another day. Right now, let's try to make it shoot. State, state, white fire and rotate. Okay, white fire and rotate. And if I'm not mistaken, that will be on fire. That doesn't mean that the... Okay. As you can see here, I already created for all the enemies a firing object, but this firing the straight bullet. We call it basic fire. We give them all the game objects that is going to be firing. In our case, let me show you in the are those little turrets here that you can see. I'm pointing. We have them here. Okay. This is actually the object that is going to be shooting. Let me put it in the correct place. Okay. So I already implemented this fighting mechanism for the other enemies, so I won't be getting in details. And again, we'll be using the Link Twin API to make it rotate. In this case, we'll make it rotate every time it's 360 degrees, so the whole loop during 3 seconds. Let's see if that works and the enemy starts shooting at us. Let me jump to the other place. There it is. So right now it's, if I'm not mistaken, we'll be fighting all the time, back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Let me, by the way, sorry, let me maximize this. Minus 50, 25, let's make it simple. That would be dangerous to stay here. Okay, well, David will adjust all this rotation fire and so on. So we want to make it rotate like let's say 3 seconds for now, and move to the next place. Let's do that, and let's. Okay. So let's make it. I want to do this something a bit more complicated, but will take a really long time. So let's move to the next place for now, and then we'll come back to this on fire function, because what we want to do is maybe we'll rotate 3 seconds to left, 2 seconds to the right, like some kind of randomization here, so the player knows that we'll be staying there for a short while, but not exactly how long and how many seconds to the right, how many seconds to the left. Also, in the future, we want to make it shooting lasers instead of bullets from time to time. There's also a big laser in the middle. So this on fire function we'll need to revisit it later, but for now it's fine. Okay. Okay, moving in. We agree that was when the enemy comes from the beginning to the end. Let's create another one called Move Next. Actually, let's call this one Move Next, and we can reuse the same code for all of them. Actually. No, not right. Remember now I did that this way. And here I move next. Sorry guys. Open again. Positions, and we'll have a private in current boss. What would mean that will be the current position pool. Stop. And then active moving in. Let's recall this moving next. Here. So think David will reply to this. Yes, we have a build for that. I don't know if David is around, but let me put the link for you. Yeah, David is around. So, you go, David. I continue coding. Plus plus current position. Else, when we get to the maximum, basically. Pause. Actually, can make this even better. Mistaken. Sorry, guys. Yes. What we do here, this is a regular expression. For those you don't know, basically what we do is, if it is lower than the maximal position, we increment 1, otherwise we return 0. And here we put the current position. Okay. Let's see if it's still working. Break anything. Yeah, looks like so far so good. So let's make it move to the next position now. On fire. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, we can complete equal guys, complete fire. What we are trying to do now is that when the tuning is complete, we'll call this function, and this will make it move next. Let's see how this is working. Yeah, it should work. Let's try. Check the chat on the meantime, is compiling. Yeah, there we gave you the correct link. I died. It's moving too much out of the screen. Okay. Let me make it a bit here. Okay, let's try to tweak this, but the panel is more or less doing what we expected. Let's try to tweak it a little bit, so it gets a bit nicer. So when David's arrive, it's not that bad. Okay. Let's go minus 35. Nice position. 0. This. Let's make it 75 as well. Let me see. Still too much. Okay, not 75, but 50 here. As I said, David, later on we'll make some tweaking on this. Just wanted to make it nice, a little bit nicer. Let's make it a little bit more, less, okay, of course. Ah, yeah. Sorry guys, my bad. That should be enough. And you can armor, so let's do that before we go to the next step. There is an add sheet. Let's rename this properly to add armor. Okay, add armor. And then on the fire, it's add armor. And when we add the armor, something nasty for the time being. This will have to be properly coded later on. Why don't I add this move next? Okay. This is because I'm using the same function to enable and disable the armor. So actually, let's make it properly this. Come on. Remove shield, add armor, moving next, yes, this one, let's make things properly, otherwise it gets a little bit nasty. Here, okay, let's try this, and that should be doing the basic movement already, in a more or less proper way. Okay, yeah, you see now it's putting back the armor back. Okay. Yeah. You would say that most of the coders will say that this what I'm doing right now, it's creating a new function on remove shield for those couple of lines. But when I go through the code later on, I prefer to have this really structured. And we'll do the same for this one. So this usually when I have what I like to do always when I have this kind of switch cases, when it's checking all different states for something, I like to do this kind of on whatever, moving next or remove shield or on fire. I like to do that in a different function, because then it's super easy to read the code. So you go here, okay, moving next, we'll do something here. Remove shield, okay, we'll do something here. Instead of start inserting code here, well, we'll make everything a bit more unreadable. So that's a personal choice, but I always try to keep all the functions in a screen size. So if I'm making a function that doesn't fit in this piece of screen, I have to split it, because otherwise the code starts to grow and it's really unmanageable. So on add dim armor, that's a personal choice, as I said. Doesn't need to be like that, but when I work during the day, the European Space Agency, we have a really strict code standards, and like variable names and functions lengths, naming conventions, they're really strict. So we really have to do these kind of things, and I like it. So, because I personally believe makes code more readable. Moving next, let's put it here together with the okay, and the one on fire as well. Here, oops. So we have all of them, and let's call this one on fighting. Okay. Let's try that everything works fine. One more time. Oops. There is an error here. Current pause lower than. Let me see what it's doing here. Okay, let's do something, folks. I will stop now for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, sorry. I will make me myself a cup of tea, and then when I come back, we fix this error here with this regular expression, and we'll make the boss shooting some lasers. So we'll be shooting this normal shooting, and then in the next one we'll be shooting lasers. Lasers, normal shooting, lasers, normal shooting. And then we will call it for the day. So I'll be just right back. Give me like 3-4 minutes, guys, and I'll be right back. Yes. Hello guys, back with my cup of tea. Let me show you. As you can see, this is a cup I got in a Christmas market in Germany. I actually have like a huge collection of mugs. So, where were we? Where were we? Let's change Visual Studio. Here we are. Okay. Ah yeah, we're getting an error on this regex. If someone spots the error, please let me know. Stop it here. Try to see why. First one, and let's stop. So we get 0. Okay. So now it's 0. Of course, it's still 2. We get 1. Let's continue. What kind of tea? It's a green tea, if I'm not mistaken. Let me smell it. My favorite mug. It's one that I'm from Barcelona, and it's one that here I says I love Barcelona. Sorry guys, it's not so original, but that's the one I love. And for the soccer supporters, yesterday guys, Messi. Okay. Next time I do a streaming, I will use my favorite mug, by the way, Bob Jones. Lost track. Okay, yeah. Current position is 1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we are. That's why. Because when we do the check, it's still yes, have to be 0 and 1. Yes. No, this won't work. We were doing the increment afterwards, so of course when there was on the position 1 it was still lower than 2, but we were doing the increment because of that, and then we were out of range, as you can see here. Let me show you the error message. Bad me. Alejandro, bad. And about the max, on the meantime, I don't know. From different cities I visit, funny ones like Shark at Work, I don't know, one with some piece of C++ code here, I don't know, a lot of them. I will show you another one next time. Okay, we are not getting any error anymore, as you can see. So let's try to shoot some fancy lasers. Time being, I will do 1-1, so either laser or normal bullets. Probably David, the game designer, would like to tweak this a little bit and will request some crazy things, like depending if it's daylight and I don't know, there is someone in China playing the game, then make it laser. Otherwise David is talking to me in the private chat. Sorry guys, I lost track. But he's always asking these crazy things. So, lasers. How are we gonna do that? First of all, because I explained that in the past. I will try to see how I did it in the past. I know it's a bit of cheating, but because we already have this. Ah, okay. Okay, it's quite simple. Yeah, quite simple. But what I don't know, if I change the type in the middle, let me check, guys. That will work or not. Type. Yes, that should work. Should do the trick. Call it down. Farsi. Yes. Yes. As you can see, won't go deep in details right now. We have spawners for almost all the objects in the screen, so all the bullets are preloaded in memory, so we avoid instantiating prefabs all the time. Now with this final enemy, it's still not yet implemented for this enemy, but all the, as I said before, all the enemies, all the bullets are preloaded in memory, and we are reusing them all the time. So we avoid calling the garbage collector, what is sorry for the expression, but it's a pain in the ass with this implementation of Mono. For those of you, let me post a link I saw the other day explaining this quite good. I saw in Gamasutra. Let me post the link. Just a second, guys. Gamasutra. How was the Unity tips? I don't remember. Memory and performance. I think it's this one. I just saw it the other day and it was quite accurate actually. Because the implementation of Mono that we are using is 2.5, if I don't remember. Yeah, this is the one. Let me post it on the chat so everyone can have a look there. This is the link. The garbage collector implementation of this version of Mono, or this 2.5, if I'm not mistaken, is pretty bad. But as Unity is not upgrading the Mono system, and it's not in the near future plan to do that, we are stuck with this poor performance on the garbage collector. So it's really important, guys, if you can, reuse as much as you can. And that is one of the good things that the Lean-to-Win library is doing. They are really they really have really low goals, to the garbage collector, but improve the performance of your game. So I say that it was possible to change the. Let me create here the getter. Getter for this getter set. Oops. Set. That should be okay. Okay. So back to the left pause control. This actually, by the way, using something that I really don't need. Let's try this. Sorry guys, I just saw a place where we can improve for the code now on the spot. Let me check. Because when you create, most of you will already know, when you create variables inside of a method, every time you go out of the method, that's not a problem. You just need to max. Set from the current position. avoid defining extra variables also. For the question that about lasers that can be too big, actually we have already lasers in game, somewhere in the second level, but we have in the available beta. So, but you will see. I think they will fit quite well this enemy. Let's try. Let's try. What is Visual Studio? And of course, as I said, everything I do here today, David will come later and say, "No man, I don't want this. I want this faster. I want," and I will give him a configuration file where he can do all of this. But for now, that should be enough. Okay. Okay. So, on fighting. Sorry guys, not beta, alpha version. David is always telling me, and I keep making that mistake. It's an alpha, early alpha actually. Just to be, because this language tricks sometimes. Okay, we say. Sorry guys. Okay, when file is complete, if how we call this file dot weapon type. This is a bit not nice for now, but we'll do the trick. Example bullet. Then we change it for laser. Otherwise, we'll put it back to the bullet. Let's see if that works. I don't remember right now what I did on the basic fire implementation, but let's hope this works. No, it didn't. Okay. Let's investigate why. Basic fire. Okay, made a mistake on the place where I put. So made a mistake in the place where I put this code. I shouldn't be on complete fire. That's the problem. It should be after firing when putting back the armor. So we already after firing. Let's check the machine. Adding armor. So let's put here. Okay, let's see now. That works. Doesn't want to work. Alright, what we have here, in this case. It's secluded, yeah, so we should go in here, laser. So now next time that fires, should be firing. Let's see what it should be firing. Let's get inside. Weapon type. Didn't change it. Possible. Change it to private, guys. We have not accessed this from anywhere else. Why? It's not buying. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see. Visual Studio didn't state. Sorry, guys. Okay, we get here on fire. So far, so good. Okay, let's remove it. Checkpoint. Massive fire. That's a good question. Why is not getting there? Visual Studio Plane, and we change this. Okay, that should do the trick. Let's see. Okay. Come on, give me a laser. Oh yeah, it's in the wrong direction and needs to improve it, but oh yeah, there we have a lasers. Okay. I think we need to. Okay. So while we are fighting. Because I'm losing the reference here and now we need it to spawn the object later. Well, let's try to make it point the right direction first. And then we'll worry about the apply this, check why the lasers are going, are pointed in the wrong direction. It's either the bullets or the lasers. So we need to fix that. Take quite a lot, actually. I think it's getting a bit late, so let's make it simple for the time being. Check the laser prefab. Why is this crazy thing? By the way, guys, you can see for the time being it's a particle effect. So you're wondering how we are making the lasers. It's just a particle effect. Sorry guys on that. Something nasty, so at least we can see the lasers, and I will correct it in the shooting script later on, because that will affect a lot of enemies actually. Let's apply this.